There he is, the myth, the man, the legend.
What up, BHart? Thanks for joining us, man.
How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's good, guys? I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well.
Fabulous. Good to see you again. I know we met last night.
Yeah, good to see y'all.
Yeah.
Did you hit
Glad
the
the stream's
studio
back
last
up and
night?
running.
Yeah, thanks, man. Sorry about that.
No, I actually didn't. Nah, I stayed at the crib last night. I just put up on my boy. Sorry, I just got a call. I put up on my boy Sowers right now. It's one of my photographers, videographers, editors, and stuff. I'm just kicking it over here with him right now.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if anybody, but you live in California, but you're back in Indiana right now, right?
Yep, I'm back in Fort Wayne right now. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You feel good seeing family and everything. How long had it been?
Originally it had been like 8 months that I had first been home, but then I came home around like Valentine's Day, and that was really nice because I'd been gone for damn near like a year, so that was cool. I didn't even tell my parents I was coming home or anything, so it was cool seeing them. And then I flew back for a little bit, and then moved to Portland actually for a couple months because Biggie got traded to the Blazers, and then obviously with this Corona stuff on lockdown, quarantine and stuff, we all just came home, and now I'm back. So. Yeah, back home feels good. Feels good to see my family and stuff, be around my friends, and yeah, I'm just glad to be back.
Oh, and you're still making music while you're home now too, aren't you?
Yep, yes sir. Yeah, I got a couple of homies out here that have a studio, and I'm working on getting a studio set up in my crib too, just so I can record whenever.
Oh yeah.
Right on, man. So you produce and you rap and sing a little bit?
Yeah, I haven't been making beats for too long. I just started doing that like not too long ago, really, when I came home from Portland because I was just bored on quarantine. I started putting some beats together because a couple of the dudes I live with always just make beats, and I'm just always around it. So I was like, I might as well make them too.
Might try some nice.
How
long have you been rapping?
Shit, I made my first song really when I was like, I started rapping when I was 12. I would say like I really started like putting lyrics over a beat. I was 12, but I was just really recording me on Snapchat and shit, just making videos of myself. And then once I got into like 8th grade, I made a diss track on this girl just on some clownish shit. And it like, I posted it on YouTube, and the shit got hella views just because the girl that I did it on had like hella clout. And the shit just got hella views. And I got suspended for it for like 3 days. And then I was like, fuck. And then the shit was just getting sent around. You know, just clowning. It just started getting sent around. And people were just asking me if I make music and stuff, and I was like, well, nah, I mean, yeah, but I don't be putting it out. And then a couple months later, I met up with this other dude from my city, and I hopped in the studio, and we started linking, and then dropped a couple songs when I was 13, I think. It was the first time I dropped a song, and from there, it's been history, just been cool.
When you say 13, a lot of people, well, I didn't realize you were 15, so that wasn't that long ago. So that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I'm only.
And you already got.
I turned 16 in like a month. Yeah, June 15th. So literally,
yeah,
like
it's
a month
day.
To the date, damn near. I don't know if it's the 15th or the 16th. Yeah,
happy birthday,
bro. And you got hella streams already on all your songs, so people are loving your shit already, man. You're on the way, man.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's dope, man. I got a pretty solid team pushing me, bro. Like I couldn't say I do it all on my own, but I definitely got a solid team pushing me, and a lot of people helping me out. Yeah. So it's lit, especially being able to see the numbers rise like that. Like I never thought, like shit. Even when I put out that first diss track, when
that's so funny.
It was crazy. So just seeing like hundreds of thousands now, like it's
that is nutty, dude.
Speaking of squad, who you all got? You can give a shout out to all the people you like got on your team.
Yeah, what's your
stuff,
team like consistent?
We don't really know who's like all with you.
Shouts out to my boy Click. He's my producer. Makes like literally almost all my beats. Records me. He's literally basically the glue of our whole label and our whole group. Like without him, like nobody would be able to do anything. He puts together everything, mixes everything, pretty much does everything all by himself, all the dirty work. Shouts out to my boy Ace. He spazzes. He's another rapper like me. He lives with us. My boy Kelson, he's a producer too. He plays the drums. He's tough. Been on a lot of tours. My boy Brendan, another dude that lived with us for a little bit. He plays the guitar. He be shredding. He's tough as fuck. My boy Biggie, obviously, for putting together R&E. Without him, obviously, none of this shit would ever have been. Like he moved all of us out there, put us all on. So big shouts out to him. And I mean, wherever it goes, but just shouts out to him for putting us all on, really, giving us support.
It's fire you got a squad like that, man. I bet you. Just like the dude who we had on before, man. Yeah, it's like they're a team and they push it.
Yeah, bro. It's dope. And it's like real life stuff too. Like being out there, like especially being away from my parents, like in California for so long, like it's hard. Like it mentally takes a toll on you. Like you got to get up every morning and you got to like I had to go to school and like get home and do your stuff and stay on
Yeah.
top of your stuff and like it's hard when you don't have the parents like hey you got to do this.
I was gonna ask you about
It was
that.
it was always flowing.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah, it
Like,
was always flowing, bro.
how
Like
did they? So you lived with your parents beforehand, obviously, right before you left. Where you just like,
yeah.
hey, yo, mom, dad, I'm gonna go California and the West Coast, and
Well, yeah, so here's the thing. So Caleb actually, Biggie, the one who put it all together, his name's Caleb Swanigan. He's from Fort Wayne, too,
oh,
the city where
bet
I'm
that's
from.
so that's who moved to
So basically,
Trailblazer. Yeah.
yeah, everybody that lived in our crib out there was all from Fort Wayne. Like we were all from the same city. And so my parents knew who Caleb was, like because like he had got to the league, like just our whole city pretty much knew who Caleb was because he was the only person that had ever made it to the league from our city. And so when he came to me, I was just like, obviously I was kind of geeking. I went to my mom. I was like, look, like I just got offered like a deal with this label. Like he wants to move me out there, give me a studio, like make sure I'm eating, make sure I got bread. Like he's really just trying to put me on, like. And that's all I ever wanted. Like, that's really all I ever wanted was just to be able to make money off music and chill and just be able to live with my bros. And it's not like I was moving out there with no strangers. Like, Click and Ace were some homies that lived in Fort Wayne, too, before, and I was always cooking up with them. I had a couple of songs with Ace, got a music video with Ace, all that.
And it's Caleb Swanigan. It's not like
I told my mom, and obviously it took some convincing. She wasn't just like, oh, yeah, go ahead, Bradyn. Like, it took a couple months. But, like, around the September time was when she was like, okay, when they started doing shows and stuff and they were hopping into Salt Lake and Portland, I was like, Mom, like, you gotta let me go do these shows. And originally I was only supposed to be out there for 3 months, but we were just getting so much work done and literally just cooking so much. I was like, Mom, like, I can't come home. Like, I gotta stay here. And then I did stay out there.
That's awesome, dude.
You're
that's
living
incredible.
the dream, man. You're the cliche living the dream.
Dude,
I say you're doing.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah,
that means
tough.
people believe in you, bro. That's what that means.
Yeah, bro. And that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could never do it. Like I would never work out. I was a lazy little kid. But when I moved to Sacramento, just being around that infrastructure and those type of people that are like, hey, get up and work. I wasn't lifting and doing crazy workouts every day, but I was up running and just getting a sweat in every morning, making sure I felt good. Like, I felt good. Like, my body was in a good place. My mind was in a good headspace. Like, I felt good. And it was just all because of the atmosphere I was in.
That's huge, man. You spend a lot of wisdom that 15-year-old kids might not ever hear.
Yeah, that's another thing too, bro. Like it's just being around being around a lot of older people, like, you know, being around Biggie and being around people like Click who just have been through a lot of real life shit. And like me, like, you know, I don't got to sit here and, you know, tell everyone my life story, but we've just all been through some shit. And it's like, you know, when you're around those other people that really just want to see you win and want to help you and give you advice, it's like there's really nothing else you can ask for. And I mean, it just obviously like I'm just the product of the people I hang around, really.
This is crazy, man. That's awesome, dude. That's crazy. I'm so glad that we got you on today. Like, I don't know, Ben and I, we're always talking. There's so like much, not like mainstream is portrayed by the media and whatever. If it's music, if it's news, you know what I mean. Mainstream is mainstream because the mainstream media is what people see. It's impossible. We had this conversation last night. It's impossible for an average music consumer to go through 50,000 plus songs every single day and be like, oh, I like that guy. Instead, it's so easy to go to these mainstream guys, and then after so long of like the pollution, that's all they think is good. But that's not, bro. That's not true at all. And it doesn't matter how old you are in your experience.
Yeah, it even happens. Like, shit. I remember I was listening to this song by Lil Skies a couple weeks ago.
Lil Skies is my fucking boy. Sorry.
He was literally.
I was like, yeah, same. I love those guys. But I heard it at first. I was like, this shit's trash. And then I heard it, like, I kept listening throughout the week. And now this shit's on my playlist. I bump it every time. Every time I see
New Skies is all right.
He literally played that after we got off the phone with you last night. He was like,
doesn't it? Okay, let me.
Yeah, he dropped that new shit. What was that called? Riot. That shit was.
I do have a question. Like, is that an influence for you, Lil Skies? Is that some influence at all?
I would say, yeah, for sure. I think Lil Skies definitely influenced my younger sound. Like when I was 13, like people used to always tell me.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was one song I heard. I was like, damn, is this?
Yeah, a lot of.
But that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing to hear.
Tell me that. Yeah. But then once I started hearing that a lot, and I was like, damn, like I really got to try to find my own sound. And people used to tell me that a lot, like OGs that were, higher up in music than me, just had more experience. Like, hey, bro, you just got to keep working, like, find your sound. And I would damn near take that personal, as a 13-year-old kid. Like, what are you talking about? My shit's fire.
yeah.
Like, but then I really understood what that meant. Like, you got to find your sound, like, break into who you are, what sounds best for you, how you like recording, doing all that, because then that's how you get the best
Is
product.
that what
that song I just dropped with Biggie called Losing Hope, that was a pop song. Like, I never thought I would do anything like that, but when I was younger, that's always the music I thought I was gonna make. Like, I thought I was gonna make pop music, like radio music, really. But then once I got in my bag, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna try this sound out, and obviously I put something out, and the feedback on it so far has been pretty good. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to find my sound a little bit, and yeah, I definitely think Lil Sky's definitely had an influence on me when I was younger, but now I'm trying to find my own flow a little bit and just break into my own sound.
Oh man,
sure.
definitely. And I'm not even gonna like. I've listened to a lot of your music since I found you this week, but it wasn't like I heard it. I was like, oh, this is guys. You know what I mean? I could hear influences.
Yeah.
And bits and pieces, and everybody is just like you said earlier, a product of the people that you hang around. So it's impossible to not have influence inside and what you do. So no big deal. Keep at it, bro. Honestly, I don't even think I could give you any tips. I think you're on the right path. Yeah. You got the right team behind you. You know what you do. You know what you're doing, and that's awesome. So tell me about some of those like shows that you were doing, bro. Was it crazy? Some of those.
Yeah, man.
I bet it was.
Yeah, man. It was nuts. We did a couple of them, but I would say the one that really opened my eyes to like when I told myself like, hey man, like you can do this, like, was when we did a show at BSU, Ball State University, in Muncie. We went back, and that was like the first time I really ever went to a show, and people were like looking at me and taking videos of me, like full attention was on me and the gang, like, and they were just loving it, like, and people knew my lyrics. Like, that was one thing that surprised me. Like, when I heard people singing my lyrics, like, obviously not everybody knew me, but like I was hearing my shit sang back to me, and I was like, damn,
I bet that's crazy.
Because I remember thinking, like, when I was like 11, listening to a couple rappers like from Fort Wayne, like shout out to my boy Reed Nicholson. I used to listen to him all the time, and I would sing his shit in the shower, and I was like, damn, bro, like this shit is fire. And because when you get to the point where you memorize the lyrics of a song, like it's engraved in your head.
He's got to be fired.
Like, and just to see that firsthand, like while I'm doing what I love, like putting that energy out there, like emotionally, whatever, with the gang, like. Just all like seeing everybody out there, all my brothers winning at once, and seeing everybody loving it. It's just a whole different feeling, bro. Like, especially being in the home state at BSU, where, a bunch of kids from around our area go to college.
Check it out.
It was nuts.
Yeah,
it was definitely.
That's
wild.
Awesome, man. Well, shit. You said something earlier. You're like, you have to create your sound. You know, which is interesting because like. It's not even just music, but like life in general. People think they can just walk through and the final product is going to be given to them where they're supposed to be. And that's not how it is. You have to go through the trials and the errors, test things that you probably don't want to do things you probably don't want to do, you know? And that's what it's about, creating it. It's not about finding it, not about finding your sound, bringing out your sound or your life. It's about creating it.
Literally.
That's just cool. If you just do, like, you're so on the right path, bro. I just think it's great, man. I think you're great. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for linking up, man. It meant a lot, like seeing your message and everything.
I appreciate you for real, bro. It means a lot, and that's why I like doing stuff like this, bro. Like, I love not even just helping people out, but just getting to talk down to people and just letting them know, like, hey, we're I mean, shit. Even us from Indiana, even all from the Midwest, all from the United States, whatever. We're all a team. We all just gotta help each other win. That's
big time.
Bro. Like, that's all I'm trying to do, and I mean, I'm sure that's all you guys are trying to do too. Like, it's dope, bro, and it's dope to see people around me, just like in my area, like I said, in Indiana, see people from my hometown just like this, do stuff like this, and just want to make the community better, make other people have a better platform or whatever it is they want. But it's dope, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. We're having a lot of fun with it, man, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. I think we got to probably move on here since we did have a little bit of a lag earlier, unfortunately.
But we'll stay in touch, man. We still owe you a spot on the show.
Yeah,
I know we talked about that before we even talked about the live stream, and then we had the guy on next we knew was in California too, so we're like, shit, we might as well just ask two guys from Cali.
Yeah,
to kind of
and it worked out great, man.
Yeah,
it worked out great. So thanks again, brother. Do you got any shout outs? Do we have anybody in the chat say anything? Have you seen anything? Coming up, questions or anything?
Basketball King says freestyle.
Basketball King wants some more freestyling.
Yeah. Yeah.
He likes that shit, don't he?
Ball State always shows love. Conrad.
Hey.
A nice little chat going. I know some of these got to be some of your people. TheKidBHart. Carson Deeds.
Yeah, I can't really see the chat.
Oh, word. No worries. We're checking it
I
out.
probably should have thought about
Everybody's just kind of saying what's up.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, man. You got, other than your team, shout outs or anything?
Shit. Shout out to my boy Alex. That's my brother till I die.
Yeah.
Shout out to Evan. Shout out to all my boys, really. I mean, I might have missed a couple names, but shit, people close to me know who they are. So shout out to everybody around me. Shout out to my circle. And shout out to you guys, for real. Shout out to everybody in the chat watching this, everybody who listened. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep working, keep putting music out, just keep pushing. And I mean, hopefully we'll get up there one day.
Hell yeah.
All right, there you go, man. Seriously, thank you so much, bro. You killed it. Thank you so much. We'll be in touch, all right?
Peace, man. Thanks.
Peace out.
Yeah, but I appreciate you.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.